Got this toilet roll holder that needs fixing. Quite loose. It's not even in the plug. I've wound a screw part way into this plug and just get it out the wall. Have a loop, right. So that's no good for there. That's hollow wall. So two things going on here. That plug's loose and the screw that was holding this on doesn't even fit the plug properly, or it's just been pulled out. So first of all, I'm going to get this screw and plate off. That's that loosened off. So I'll screw these plugs. That could be one that's been reused, just that's been still in the wall. But quite often these fixings, they come with a multi-purpose plug. So like that one there. So not necessarily for drywall. So what I've got here is some drywall plugs. So good tip to check the depth of the plasterboard is just take this Allen key. Just going to feed it into the hole there and just pull that tight and then rotate it back out. And that's generally about the thickness of the plasterboard, which if I offer this up is okay. A closer look at that. So that body will sit within the board, and then when I screw it up tight it's going to compress. So I've used a 10mm bit to widen this hole. So now the body will sit in the hole. Just have to get this in. Just give it a tap. Make sure that's flush. And now I can get all this plate back on. Just the screw to tighten up. Okay, ready. That's a lot more secure. That's not going anywhere. So remember, ever going into drywall, then some of these fixings that come, the multi-purpose fixings, might not be suitable. This was actually intended to replace what I've just repaired. I think the idea was thinking that being a little bit more expensive, it's going to be better and last. Well, really, there was actually nothing wrong with that at all. It was only the fixing in the wall. And when I mentioned the plugs, if you're going into drywall, you're probably going to get these multi-purpose fixings, the plugs. Well, if you just take a look inside, which is already open, and there are the fixings for it. And we can see the multi-purpose plug, two of them. A couple of screws there. So if you was fixing something like this on, definitely replace those plugs if you're going into drywall. Possibly even if you're going into hardwall, I'd lengthen them, because the plaster on the hard wall is going to be so thick and you need to get into the brickwork, so they might not be long enough, but yeah. So good tip for you there, just if you're going into drywall, change your plugs. So whenever buying any fixtures or fittings, always read first before you install, because it will say whether the fixings are suitable or not. So like I say, most fixings that come, what is supplied might not be suitable. Okay.